Today I'm checking out the aloe vera plants that I potted up about a month ago, just to show you how they are doing. And it is really incredible. These are the easiest plants to grow, I'm sure. I've just been amazed. So we're down here in this area here. Come back out a bit so you can see where it is. It's underneath the roof where we have our pizza oven. And so I'd kept some of the plants down here in the shade. And so when I potted them up, I wanted to keep them out of direct sunlight as much as possible, but to still have a good, reasonable amount of strong light. And they get this here. So they're in the shade all day, and the four of them that are down here are doing really well. They're looking very, very nice. Let's have a closer look to see if there's any pups. I can't see any, but there is really good new growth coming out of the center of these ones. And there's some more there, and this one's looking a little bit sad on it. Maybe it was one of the ones without the roots, I'm not sure. So this is a good start for these little plants. So let's go now up onto the porch where I've placed the other pots that I had put the aloe vera into. So I wanted to choose a couple of different locations to experiment with to see how well the plants worked. So on our porch garden here, I had originally put some over there where the rosemary is, but they were getting too much sun. It gets a lot of sun at this time of the day and all through the day. So I moved them over here on the steps where it gets plenty of good light. They get some sun in the afternoon, but most of the day they're in the shade. And these are all doing really well also. So just have a bit of a look. Oh, and look at this. There's a new pup. There's another new pup. And there's another one there hiding under the rock. So there's 3 new pups coming up with this plant. And in here, not sure, there's lots of little ones planted in there. Maybe not any new pups, but there's good growth on there. This one looks good. There's a nice bit of new growth on there. And these have only been in these pots for just over a month. And then this piece here, I remember, was a really haggard looking piece, but the root was quite strong looking. The leaves have kind of died off, but there is new life in there. That's new growth coming up in from the center of this one. So it is pretty awesome how well and how readily these plants grow. So if you're new to gardening, you want something easy to grow, whether it's inside or outside, let me encourage you to plant some aloe vera. And now I'm going to take you over to have a look at one of the other pots that I put in a different location. This is not a fresh one. This was their existing one in the pot that was looking really healthy. So let's go and check that out. When I made the other video, I needed a thumbnail for the video for YouTube. So I bought the nice pot of aloe vera out here to photograph it. And I left it sitting here. And it's just not doing as well as it could have done. It's a bit sad looking. I'm sure it's not a big problem. There's still new growth in there. But you can see how yellow a lot of the leaves are. I don't know if even if you... And I just kind of neglected it. I put it out here, I'd taken the photograph, the photos look nice, but it's just had far too much sun, so I'm going to have to deal with that. It'll be pretty easy though. I'll just pick it up and I think I'll take it down under the roof of the pizza oven and put it back there and just leave it alone. And I'm sure it will come back to life. So there's a few good examples, some little ones in pots that are just thriving and doing incredibly well. Some of them even better than I expected. Some of those ones that didn't have any roots, I wasn't sure if they would start to grow. The one that did have good root but not much up top, that is showing signs of life. So with this bigger, older one in the pot, I'm sure it will come back to life. So like I said, if you're new to gardening, if you're looking at putting something nice on your porch, that's also really practical because it is such a great plant to have on hand. particularly if you have a burn or sunburn. I'm going to really start to pay a bit more attention to my aloe vera and see if I can really start to grow a whole little garden of aloe plants, which I will keep updating on our YouTube channel here to encourage you to keep growing aloe vera. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, click that like button. If you'd like to see more of what we're doing here at Suansok Homestay in our gardens and living in northern Thailand, please check out this video next. Thanks very much for watching.